So if I told you that one relationship had the potential to determine your happiness, your finances, your longevity, and your career satisfaction, what would you invest to learn how to master it? Here's the thing. You already are investing. The question is, are you investing in success or failure? Hi, I'm Dr. Dosumu. I've spent over 30 years as a board-certified pediatrician watching brilliant women like myself excel at everything except the one relationship that impacts everything else. Today, we're talking about the most expensive education gap in your life, and it's not what you think. Let's do some math. You spent 11 plus years learning to be a physician, 4 years undergrad, 4 years medical school, 3 to 7 years of residency, hundreds of thousands of dollars, and countless hours. Why? Because lives depend on your expertise. But here's what nobody talks about you. You'll spend more waking hours with your spouse than you ever will in the OR. Your marriage will impact your stress levels, your sleep quality, your financial security, and yes, even your clinical performance. Yet how many hours did you spend learning to be a wife? How much did you invest in marriage education? Here's the brutal ROI reality. High-income professionals like physicians typically spend $50,000 to $200,000 on divorce. That's an amazing number. But what are the hidden costs? High burnout rates, up to 40% or higher in physicians with marriage dissatisfaction. Plummeting of your career satisfaction. And this is the one that really breaks my heart. The ripple effect on our children, our colleagues, our patients. When we're emotionally depleted at home, we show up differently everywhere else. Think about this. We have formal education for literally everything. Do you want to drive? There's driver's ed. You want to parent? Parenting classes. Want to learn to manage money? There are financial literacy courses. Want to advance your career? CME credits. But marriage, the relationship that will determine your daily happiness, your financial future, and your legacy, we're supposed to figure that out though. Through what? Trial and error? Watching our parents? Reading romance novels? This is the marriage education gap, and it's costing us everything. But there's a solution. What if I told you that marriage satisfaction can be maintained and improved through structured education? This isn't wishful thinking. It's research-backed relationship science. So instead of asking, how long have you been married? Try asking, how satisfied are you in your marriage? Don't celebrate endurance, celebrate satisfaction. Because here's the truth. You can be married 20 years and be miserable, or you can be married 2 years and be thriving. And the difference isn't luck, it's not compatibility, it's education. It's learning the skills to unlearn the marriage suffocators and instead fertilize your relationship to full bloom. When you invest in your marriage education, you're not just helping yourself, you're helping your friends who come to you for relationship advice. You're modeling healthy partnership for your children and your loved ones. You're showing your colleagues that high-achieving women can have both professional success and fulfilling marriages. You are creating a legacy that extends beyond your medical practice. Because the skills you learn, communication, emotional intelligence, conflict resolution, intimacy building, these don't just make you a better wife, they make you a better leader, a better friend, a better mother. So let's reframe the investment. You wouldn't perform surgery without proper training, would you? You wouldn't prescribe medication without a good understanding of pharmacology. Why then would you navigate the most important relationship of your life without education? The cost of marriage education? It's a fraction of what you'd spend on divorce. The return on investment? It's immeasurable. Better sleep, lower stress, increased life satisfaction, financial security, and a partnership that actually energizes you instead of draining you. The marriage education gap ends with us. We can be the generation of female physicians and high-achieving women who refuse to accept that career success means relationship sacrifice. We can learn the skills, apply the science, and create marriages that don't just survive, but those that thrive. If you'd like to close the gap, the marriage education gap, please go to schoolofwife.com and join our community of women who are investing in success and no longer wish to settle just for survival.